gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Panthers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are, this one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
And I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick, back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
He locates the big tight end, DeGuara.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Jacksonville. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
To throw is Lawrence. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Tried again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's the pistol snap to Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. They motion the slot man left. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Sanders. A 2nd down throw for Young. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Here's Young. He'll try to run for it. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Whoa! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. To throw, Young. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Jaguars 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Second and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Throwing is Young. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 2nd down and 8. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence going to keep this himself. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. Now it's Bigsby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Lawrence now. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Now he takes off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the handoff, it's ETN. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. They'll try and run with ETN. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. They face second down and 7. Here's Young to throw. He'll take off again. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. On first down is Young. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Young. Over the middle. He's got Leggett. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To throw is Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs. And then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Set to go, and the second half is underway. Whoa. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The veteran, Jadeveon Clowney, still at it, and he still has it. He gets the sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Second down, Lawrence. That one intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Woo! That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. They'll run the toss here to ETN. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He's going to... And he's in! Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now here's Lawrence. This one is caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action for Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Whoa!
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Young. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's Young to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense.
Throwing is Young. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A second down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion here is Washington. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run, and here's Raheem Blackshear. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Mingo. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll send him over to the left. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Tompkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaylen Warren, touchdown Carolina. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Mevis, good on the extra point. The Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Keelan Robinson to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down. Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just...
He gets free, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for two.
The Jaguars will line up for the...
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. Sending a receiver right. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 38.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Bigsby. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They put Strange in motion. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for another Jaguars.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Receiver in motion, going right. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This one is on target, and it is good. And that will tie this one up. Barring some late heroics, it might be how this one ends. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Well, that one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, unable to determine a winner. 2 teams truly evenly matched, and this one results in a tie. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.